good night, or good afternoon, depending on the time zone in your area. That's what Failboat would say. How many of you have watched Failboat's YouTube channel? Welcome back to another episode of building this huge masterpiece. I'll save that for the end. Spider just fell to its death, and I got a text message, so... Intermission! Give me a moment, I will be right back. If you heard a text message notification coming from my phone, that means I got a message. Also, welcome to the final Friday of January. I forgot to point out, just... Now let's continue building. See, I kept my promises. Oh, excuse me a moment. Yeah, that was... Excellent. Time to boost spirits. Zombie! Don't let them eat your brains! I know you guys were upset with me, not filling this part in, so that's what I'm doing to make up for it. CGI visual effects or whatever, but you know. Visual effects are animated. And just a reminder, folks, just because it's animated doesn't mean it's for kids. You'll understand when you're older. Animation can serve different purposes other than entertaining children. For instance, it's used for visual effects and even production logos like this. But you know, this studio, when I watch their films, they kind of help me realize something. And I think Pixar has a similar premise. It's not about competing against one another. It's just about doing something you love. It doesn't mean you should prove that you're better than anyone else. You're just doing something you enjoy. And yet, people will still have their own preferences. Alright, so I've gotten the bottom side filled up to an extent. I wonder how Disney would feel with me putting so much effort into this. You think they'd show pride? Okay, no pride here, because pride is a sin. Yeah, Judas. I say no pride here because I've watched 7. Which isn't actually New Line Cinema, but you know. Interestingly, New Line Cinema is a subsidiary of Warner Bros., which was recently acquired by Netflix. I know, right? It's crazy. Excuse me. I've heard of this one movie where the other zombie has a heart of gold and has the memories of his past life thanks to a scientist. I think it was called Day of the Dead, but normally I don't settle well with horror films because that's not my cup of tea. But then again, I don't drink tea, so what's the point? While I might not be able to post videos for a while due to me being busy and hard working on a project right now, which I don't know when I'll get finished, but when it premieres, you'll be able to know. But again, you don't pay attention to much of my videos anyway, because you expect more of this. And while I do appreciate one of my videos reaching over 1 million views, which honestly is something I would never be, I never thought I would be able to achieve. Sorry about that. I honestly appreciate it very much. I'm not kidding. And how many blocks do I have to get before I go all the way to the top? Who knows? Point is, I'm getting there. So, patience is key. I'm doing my absolute best to get this film, man. Don't rush me. I like to go in a simple pattern. It just makes it look simplistic. Oh, you don't even know what that word means. I think it just means simple or something, I don't know. Wait, it stopped raining and the bright daylight is up ahead. And you know, you'll be able to notice this in a lot of CGI animated films, but when a character looks at a direction where light, you'll be able to notice little white dots in their eyes. What that is, it's actually reflections coming from a light source. Pixar does that a lot with their films. Blue Sky did that with their films, and don't worry, I'm still working to buy Blue Sky. But even Disney, you know? CGI animation has reached its peak since it first started, and you can thank Pixar for that. They're professionals in animation. And you know, last night I saw a trailer for, well, rather a commercial for an upcoming animated film coming out on the first Friday of March. I believe it is called Hoppers. But anyway, the animation looks different, but they mentioned Avatar on there. I know, right? Crazy. Avatar was released by Fox, but this movie was but Hoppers was produced by Pixar. The irony is Fox and Pixar never teamed up, which is kind of disappointing, to be honest, in my opinion. I mean, they would have made great films together. And to top it all off, Hello Dolly was also produced by Fox and was featured in Wall-E, which was also produced by Pixar. I remember that film. It came out when I was a kid. Good times. It came out in 2008. So it's this summer it will probably be 18 years old. As a matter of fact, it was the first Pixar film to open up with the 2006 Disney introduction sequence, which first made its appearance at the beginning of the second Pirates of the Caribbean film, Dead Man's Chest. Also, while we're talking about first movies to use introduction sequences, Avatar was actually the first film to use Blue Sky's rendition of the Fox opening theme, the Fox opening introduction sequence. Sorry, sometimes the wrong words just come out. If I'm making good progress, let me know. Skeleton, spooky skeletons and shivers down your spine. I know a lot of you will associate that song with the Living Tombstone. And I listen to a lot of his songs and they're pretty good. But sometimes when I work, I like to listen to Ennio Morricone music. For those of you who don't know who that was, he was an Italian film composer, and he composed films for a lot of amazing films, like A Fistful of Dollars, A Few Dollars More, and The Good, Bad, the Ugly. He also did other films like The Untouchables. I don't know if he did movies, music scores for Fox, but point is, he composed music for a lot of good films. And look who's coming towards my desk, Captain Pancakes.
My leg!
Go have your millet. Excuse me. I wasn't trying to push you out. I was just trying to fill this out. Captain Pancakes just wants to be more affiliated with me. It's been almost 2 months since I got him, so... And he's climbing up on my shoulder. He's just flipping his feathers on top of me. Hear that noise he makes with his beak? That crunchy noise? Well, that means he's content with his owner. And I just heard a horse. Brony for life, y'all. And now music starts playing, huh? And I'm honestly kind of sad that Fox wasn't picked to produce the Minecraft movie. Disappointed because I think they produce much better films than other studios. But then again, that's just me. And I can tell a lot of you agree with that notion, because this is all you want on my channel. I do other things too, you know. Are you not entertained? I am just packed with movie quotes right now. You know, interesting about Avatar, it's the most successful film right now in Hollywood history. In fact, when it came out, it was the most successful film of all time. It outgrossed all other films, including Titanic. I feel very terrible for all that died the night the ship sank. I've said it before, and I'll probably say it again. I mean, it was a tragic night, you know? What makes her float out from the rest of other ocean liners from her time is her history. No other ship's got that kind of glory. Her wreck is the most documented shipwreck of all time. Like, it is true that she had 4 funnels, but there's a good reason behind all of that. Back in the time, ocean liners were seen like they were the only way to travel across the ocean, and depending on how fast she could go, depending on how many funnels she needed. And the more boilers, the more funnels, you know. But nowadays we just use diesel electric fuel or motors, or you know, a cleaner activity. Titanic ran off of coal engines, and the Olympic did for a while too, but she got converted to burning oil in the 1920s. And she had some of the most successful career years of her life before the 1930s kicked in. And that year, like this year, and that decade, like this one, wasn't easy. And it wasn't because of politics, it was just because of the Great Depression. Ultimately, that's what led to this creation of this beautiful studio we have come to know and love, which, unknown to everyone, would later become a Disney subsidiary. And I know some of you are still upset about that, but there's one thing that's been on my mind, and it's really gotten on my nerves. Politics. Yes, politics have been getting on my nerves. Like, they're starting to ruin America as it is. Politics have been nothing more but a thorn in my side long enough. And this is a very serious problem, because politics just cause people to go crazy over one small thing. Like, this is getting out of control, you know? Like, I don't even know why America runs off of politics, but this has gone on way too far. Like, the last decade treated me much better, but ever since this horrible decade started, it hasn't been getting any better. I'm just gonna say that right now. Politics have started to ruin America as a whole. And it makes me even question why we have politics to begin with. I mean, America never needed any politics to begin with. All we needed in the world was love, prosperity, and peace. And that's all I want for this world. Not for people to go haywire on each other. This is completely unjustified. Let me know if you agree in the chat, but other than that, I'm fed up. I, for one, am sick of it. I'm sick of it because people are they're just getting riled up over the smallest things. Like, people are... Another thing that I'm sick of is the lies. Like, I know lying is wrong. I mean, heck, it's against the Ten Commandments, but, you know. But that's the point. The more we continue to spread this kind of negativity towards others, the more we just divert from one another, and this is just wrong, you know? Living in a world full of hatred, destruction, and war, that's just something I can't handle. But unfortunately, there's nothing I can do unless the world shifts more into a what's that word? Peaceful type. Because that's all the world needed to be, is a peaceful, loving, and caring towards all people across the entire world. And if we could live in a world that had no evil, that would be great. What the stuff? Okay, what am I hearing? See what I mean? Pure anarchy. Okay, the creeper just got it. It's okay. Oh, good grief. Also, I should let you know, Sandhelp is in theaters today. And I know from seeing lots of trailers and advertisements from it, it's like a disturbing film. You see, this is where politics get you. Nowhere. We get nowhere because we feud and fight with one another. We get nowhere because of this eternal chaos reigning in this whole entire world. Counting pancakes. Yeah, you heard us chirp. Okay, go potty. Attaboy. Perfect. One thing that can be said about the future is nothing is ever for certain. But planning ahead and preparing for what's about to come next will get you somewhere. And right now, all I'm looking forward to is the rapture. Heck, I'm excited about it. Followed by 1,000 years of peace. Of course, we still have 7 years of tribulation to get through, but you know, other than that. All I know is that the devil isn't going to win the war. Good prosperity will always triumph over evil. Always remember that, folks. Guess my birds are up to their shenanigans. Ow! Good grief, man. If the DJ caught us falling in love, there's gotta be creepers involved. Music will play shortly, just be patient. Pigs snort, that's how they communicate. Although sometimes they will screech to let you know they feel uncomfortable. So if you hear a pig screech, it'd be best to leave it alone. Okay, that was not intended, but I accidentally pressed Q, and it kind of let me let go of this, which I'm starting to build with. Well, that was embarrassing. See? Told you music would play soon. Although there's a problem. This song may be copyrighted. So, birds, why don't you just chirp up a storm and we can get to business, okay? Ugh. This is getting embarrassing. Excuse me. Don't say anything. All right. Now that a lot of Fox properties are on Disney Plus, I mean, that's the one place you'd have to go to see if certain films that they have produced will be on the platform. But you know, Disney Plus came out in 2019, I guess as a result of buying this. But as I said, politics are just becoming a hazard to the entire country. When I hear horses, it just makes me feel good. It gets my brony out. Well, my inner brony, you know. As I said earlier. Goodness gracious. Oh, I'm sorry, mate. What was that? What was that, mate? So yeah, episode 2 is basically just me filling in the blanks. After that, I will just fill all the rest of this in and then go from there. I know it may be thinking, this is what I get for not playing in creative mode. I mean, peaceful mode. Ugh. Me and my words today. Give the creepers a break. They don't know any better. And neither do the skeletons. I wouldn't recommend getting a wolf in here and feeding it bones, because if skeletons try to shoot at wolves, they will sometimes accidentally hit creepers, and that will cause the creepers to explode, which will cause me even more time to fill this in. But as I said before, patience is key. You can learn from your mistakes or run from them. Aw, Captain Pancakes. What was that, Captain Pancakes? You wanted to chill out? Well, be my guest. They're just killing themselves out there, aren't they? Record, I don't know how many more tiles I'll get done before I fill all this space in, but you know, patience is key. I'll say it again if I have to. There's no such thing as the best. All you can do is just be yourself. That's all that matters. There's this old saying, check yourself before you wreck yourself. I've been hearing that phrase for about 12 years, and I guess that means you gotta do better in life than what you're actually doing. It's a very meaningful quote, all about the moral life lessons of important life. Given how short life is, even though it doesn't feel like it, all you can do is make the most of what you can do. Do everything that's in your control. And don't make other people look bad. Because I know a lot of you will make videos that make other characters look bad, and I don't tolerate that. We don't do that here. I'll tell you what, this country is... Ugh. Ever since this horrible decade started, everything has just gone completely off the edge and on a slow descent into madness. This is why I prefer the 2010s decade much better. Because I didn't think too much about it. Heck, 10 years ago today, Obama was still president. But as I said, politics are ruining America. Did anyone else hear a zombie? Always keep a safe distance from them, as I said before. Good thing is we are just doing the blanks and we are almost to the top. Phantoms are the least of your worries. The games, yeah, I've listened to his songs a lot. Management has also been made aware that the spring body animatronic has been noticeably moved. How many of you have heard that song? Because I have. The games, I believe. He also did for Bendy and the Ink Machine and all other games. I mean, that's where his name comes from. The games. If I pronounced it wrong, let me know, but hopefully I pronounced it right. And look at that gorgeous sunrise. Creeper? Oh man. Am I gonna keep making this joke for every episode? I hope not. I don't know. I can't tell if it's pancakes or it was Judas. Apparently Judas is mimicking the noises Captain Pancakes makes. That's what parrots do. They just mimic noises. Not this again. we're getting there, so we can cheer for that. Okay, not too loud because... And, please don't ignore warnings. Stockton Rush ignored warnings so constantly that... I miss having privacy in my own room. But now I'm stuck taking care of birds. What are the odds? Now I can't let the dogs into my room because I'm worried they might hurt the birds. Roscoe's a sweetheart, don't get me wrong, but... sometimes he can be a bit reckless. I guess that's because it's just part of his dog DNA. And I understand that some of you may have a phobia of dogs, and I'm very sorry about that, but something I can do about it. Okay, I'm getting very confused on which bird is which. And who's making these noises? Of course it's Judas. How many blocks do we have left? Let's see. 7 blocks, okay. Now, some of you may be wondering, what's in the box? I don't know if this is where I left off at, but you know. Sometimes my brain just loses track. Don't you just feel like that sometimes? A lot of people do. I'm not the only one. Another spotter just fell to its death. Brilliant. That spider was a villain, so... And I just unlocked a new recipe. Captain Pancakes just lost one of his feathers some time ago. It was one of his tail feathers, not his wing feathers, so. He can fly pretty efficiently though, so that's good. Nigel, on the other hand, sucks to be him. And frankly, I don't even know how he survived being hit by the plane's propeller. Normally, the odds of surviving the propeller blades are pretty slim. Like, for instance, Titanic's sister, when she was sinking, 30 people were sucked into the port propeller, and they were killed. Some others were injured, some evaded, but Severed body parts. Ugh, that absurds me. But, yeah, I don't know how Nigel survived getting chopped to bits by the propeller blade, but, you know. But, you know, Blue was only just defending himself. So in Blue's case, that would be, for him, that would be self-defense. Because Nigel could have killed him and Jewel if he hadn't done that. But, you know, he used the fire hydrant to get rid of him. Nigel is a cockatoo, Captain Pancakes is a cockatiel. And he's on my shoulder again. Now I feel like a pirate. But, you know, like, given how pirates lived back in the day, you wouldn't even know the difference, laddie. Okay, I am very concerned about him because, hey, up. Sorry about that. These intermission things are getting annoying. Sorry, I have birds, so this is what you have to deal with. Alright, go potty. I fed him this morning, so... I have to feed them every morning. I just have new responsibilities other than film production and stuff like that, which is what this company inspired me to do, so I can thank them for that. They are the reason I want to produce films. Like, I couldn't see myself collaborating with anyone else. He is on my side. Captain Pancakes is on my side. I think that means he likes me. Oh, now music's starting to play. You can't tell, but the sound effects playing, that's the start of another sound, another song playing. Another wrong word would almost came out. Is this what you want more of? Art thou not entertained? I don't get it. Like, how is it that this gets more views on my channel than anything else? Explain that! Not you, Judas. You're good. I do appreciate having birds, but sometimes they can be a thorn on the side. No offense, Captain Pancakes. Judas, what are you doing with your beak? Do all birds do that? I don't understand. I mean, I took care of ducks at one point. That was when I lived in South Dakota, but I live in Illinois now, so... My brother, on the other hand, he's moving to New York soon, and my sister is moving back to South Dakota with her girlfriend. So if anyone has a shipborne to blow, now's the perfect time to do it, because I might be talking about romance. Speaking of, the romance story about the Titanic is fictional. James Cameron just came up with it just to make it more of a romantic story because we all know the Titanic was a tragic night, you know? And, you know, Fox has produced a few films with the ship, and, I mean, it's possible that characters from other of their films have mentioned the ship by name. But, you know. The ship has appeared in other films, so as a model on the desk, or just like a recreation of the ship. Titanic wasn't the only ship that had 4 funnels, you know. As I said earlier, like, the reason behind her 4 funnels is White Star Line just wanted to compete against Cunard, Lusitania, and Mauritania, both of which also had 4 funnels. Titanic was the second Olympic-class ship, and the reason her 4th funnel served a different purpose from the other 3 funnels. The 4th funnel was added for ventilation and lux. White Star Line just wanted to make the ship so powerful. And while the Queen Mary only has 3 funnels, she still holds up very elegantly for her age. Thanks to Long Beach's precious care for her. And I'm very appreciative that she didn't go to the scrapyard. And let's face it, she's a monarch, and you know what the penalty for murdering a monarch is? It's called regicide, and the penalty would be death. Yeah, I know. You would end up being executed for murdering a monarch. King, queen, prince, princess, or like anyone in charge of a country. One well-known assassination I know of was Abraham Lincoln, but he was watching a play when he got killed, so... Sic semper tyrannis! Thus always the tyrants. And you know what's funny? Nicolas Cage is related to Abraham Lincoln. And here's the irony. I'm related to Thomas Jefferson. Yeah, I'm one of his descendants. I am related to a U.S. president. America was formed shortly before it had presidents. Just falling to their death. Or at the very least, killing themselves with great height. I like to believe that the first statement is true. Really appreciate it. Guess while I'm here, I might as well talk to you about the planned films I've got out, like, Ricky, Strange Household, Chaos Unexplained, Ninja Turtles, Return of Shredder. I've got lots planned out. And it's because of this production studio that I want to produce movies. I've been hearing this song for almost 11 years now. I don't know. The first time I heard this song, I was visiting Alabama. I was visiting my cousin in Alabama for the 4th of July. The plus side to that is it gave me a new thing to be interested in. And that one interest that I have has been a reoccurring joke on this channel. Or at least a reoccurring trope, for lack of a better word. Yeah, you know what it is. Much like Fox, something else has been huge to my heart, and I'll give you a hint, it is close to the end of various films that you may have noticed. Yep, you know it. While we were waiting for our connecting flight, we stopped at USO, and I came across a top 10 list that really changed my life. So I really appreciate that it entered my life. So and it's led me to more inspiration. So I can be forever thankful for that. And I'm also thankful to have very supporting viewers that watch my videos and care about me. I'm also thankful that it was this company here that inspired me. In my opinion, no other production company does a better job at producing movies. But then again, that's just me. Look at the progress we've made. That proves that I'm into hard work. Putting in so much commitment in your dream takes effort, you know? I mean, sure, you can give up on your dream when you're just about to finish, but sometimes a dream that you wish for, it is something you realize you can do without. And Pixar's films show that very well. Pixar's films, they have viable teaching moral life lessons. I think that's Disney has a much similar premise. I guess that's why they bought Pixar, but you know. Pixar has helped shape the world to becoming a better place, you know? Helping people learn to be to be their better selves. And honestly, Pixar, if you're seeing this, I appreciate your hard work. And congratulations on 40 years. You've earned it. It's not just Fox that inspires me. Pixar also did some of the work. It's not just their introduction sequences that I love about them, it's the storytelling methods that they have. It's like the adventures they take audiences on. Like, something about that I can never get enough of. And while it is true that not every movie has a villain, it is good to solve problems and learn from it, you know? That's all life is, you know? Just solving problems, making life better, and, you know, just learning from your mistakes. That way you can do better in the future. But in Stockton Rush's case, he just brushed it all under the rug, as if it was no big deal. But here on 833 Time, we take safety very seriously. And if David Lockridge is watching this, I am very sorry that he didn't treat you really well after that Andrea Doria incident. I don't know if David Lockridge has been a captain of a ship, but if he can be an experienced submersible operator, he'd have no trouble operating a ship, like an ocean liner or a cruise liner ship. You know, the thing about ocean liners and cruise liner ships, while they're both the same technique of passenger ships, they have different purposes. Ocean liners, while they may be outdated with air travel nowadays, they were the only means of getting across the ocean back in the day, and they had the purpose of taking passengers from one place to another, although when planes had jet fuel installed, they kind of took over that purpose. Cruise liner ships, on the other hand, are meant more for pleasure, vacation, and entertainment. And I don't know if any of you have been on a Disney cruise, but hopefully that's one of my dreams, to go on a cruise liner ship. I've been on the Queen Mary before, and she is very fun to be aboard. I mean, Fox has featured the Queen Mary in some of their films, like the fictional liner Poseidon that was flipped upside down by a giant wave. I don't know if the Queen Mary could survive a rogue wave like that, but she did survive a rogue wave at one point. Lusitania did at one point. That's because Lusitania and Queen Mary are ocean liners. Lusitania, when she was struck by a torpedo during World War I, she, let's just say it wasn't easy for her. She spent a long time underwater, and she's been decaying. Britannic, on the other hand, if you look at recent videos, like, you'll be shocked to learn that her interiors are holding up just fine, despite her being underwater for so long. I mean, Britannic sank in 1916, and she's in very shallow water compared to Titanic, which happens to be her sister, but you know. If you don't know, I'm pretty sure you have heard Sleeping Sun by Nightwish, because that introduces a new generation of ocean liner fans. And from my experience of visiting the Queen Mary, it's lots of fun to explore her interiors and get to meet a lot of friendly people. She legit even has pancakes. I kid you not. The Queen Mary serves pancakes on her Starboard Promenade Cafe. I don't know if she serves pancakes during her ocean liner service, but you know. One of her frequent passengers, believe it or not, was Walt Disney himself, the creator of Disney. Walt Disney loved the Queen Mary just as much as I do. In fact, he actually rode the ship to the premiere of Alice in Wonderland. That's not a joke. And Bing Crosby was also a frequent passenger on the Queen Mary himself. So the Queen Mary carried a lot of famous actors and celebrities. And I believe Louis Prima as well. You know, that's who King Louis from the Jungle Book was named after. Louis Prima. He did some pretty good music himself. I'm pretty sure Louis Prima was on the Queen Mary at some point, but I do know Abbott and Costello were also frequent passengers on the ship as well, so... Ow! Captain Pancakes, please! And there's a lot you can learn from the Queen Mary. Well, she is an old monarch for sure. She's in her 90s now. But despite her age, she holds up pretty well. Hard to believe that some of the mightiest ocean liners from the time actually hold up very well, you know? It's insane. How many of you have arachnophobia? My sister, she can't handle spiders, so... Captain Pancakes is sort of pecking at my neck. Hey, that rhymes! Peck, neck. My sister had a parrot whose name is Peggy, and for some reason that kind of reminds me of Peggy Carter from Captain America. You know, she was in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, not the bird, the character. How many of you are MCU fans? I am. A lot of those movies came out when I was a kid, and for the most part they performed very well. Sadly, though, the MCU has had its fair share of box office flops like The Marvels and Quantum Mania. Alright. Sometimes Disney's decisions to buy certain companies can lead to faulties. I guess that's what a lot of you were upset about. But politics, I keep saying, they're just driving you crazy for no reason. Sorry about that, birds. But that's the point. Politicians want you to get riled up for no reasons. Sorry, it's just allergies. I'm okay though, so don't worry about me. I guess it's the region I'm in right now. Again, I live in Illinois, so... Well, I really do want to move to California, but I have to be careful because there's a lot of crime over there. work hard, get better over time, and you just might have a bright future ahead of you after all, you know? Fox knows this very well, but they have budget concerns, so go easy. And for a studio that has budget concerns, I'm impressed with how well they work on their films. That is such an inspiration for me, you know? For a merged studio from the 30s, it's not hard to see why it's so famous. I think its logo makes it stand out from the rest, but, you know, it's not just the introduction sequence that makes it famous. As I said earlier, it's the stories that they tell, like, the adventures they take audiences on, the lessons they teach. And Pixar's films take moral life lessons to a whole other level. Oh boy, okay, this is gonna be tough. I don't want to kill these spiders because I don't want to make the advancement yet. I got an idea. All I have to do is this. I'm gonna zoom up. All right, coast clear. Perfect. I will need this for a while. However, I'm gonna get rid of these, so it makes my job easier. And with that, no small little gaps to be left in. Thankfully, I'm a man of my word, and I always keep my promises. That's where making promises gets you. Commitment, hard work, and the ability to do the best you can do in life. Even though it may look complicated. Come on. I appreciate when the hero survives a fall, but not the villains. And I think that's one of the reasons Die Hard's one of my favorite films. Like, I'm very sorry that I didn't, that was not my intent to get into the parking lot at Nakatomi Plaza, just so you know. I just wanted to see the building, not trespass. If I have to pay a fine, I will. But that depends on how much money I have. Different countries have different currencies. For America, it's dollars. For Europe, it's pounds and euros, whatever that is. And for Russia, it's rupees. That's the red gems that people like. Sheesh, if I had all that money, I would give it away to charity. So. And again, I still appreciate the support from my time-lapse video. I mean, that premiered a week before Disney bought Fox. I know a lot of you showed surprise when the merger happened. Like, I was equally as surprised myself. But I wasn't upset until, you know... that Enderman gun in its hands. Thing about Endermen, they're very sneaky creatures. Like, place an Endermite and they go crazy trying to murder. I often do that to them as a harmless prank, and it always cracks me up. Even much so when they catch on fire and just teleport around aimlessly very quickly. Look at that. Check it out. Funk Soul Brother. Ooh, Garfield's back down there. I'm just gonna say hi real quick. I promise I'm giving you lasagna. See, when I make my promises, I don't break them. We don't do that here. You can't pretend heck isn't happening when it is. Thank you. Oh, yeah, you know where this is going. And it just climbed right next to the T. Which in this case makes a ch sound like what you would hear when the C and the H are right next to each other. But as you can see, there is a C right up there. C is the third letter of the alphabet. T is the 20th. Ha! See what I did there? And you know, it just occurred to me for a while, and this a word up there. The T and the U are alphabetically in order, just like in the alphabet. I mean, sure, some words are like that, like when the words are right next together, like in the alphabet. That's kind of interesting, you know? You never know, you never think about it until someone brings it up to you. As for me, I catch on to things pretty quickly. Oh, Minecraft, main theme. That's the name of this song. This is Minecraft's theme. I don't know how the creeper became the mascot of the game, but you know. I guess it's just a popular mod that blows up if you get close to it. Unlike creepers, the others aren't as explosive. Creepers are essentially made of TNT, which I don't understand because, ironically, Annoying Orange loves to blow stuff up with TNT. I guess it's just something he can't help. When you have reoccurring gags on a certain channel, things are about to get messy. Look at this! Hey! On this ship, I don't take orders, I give them. But that space balls, that's very I'm gonna fill this part out. Unless grass gets in the way. But it shouldn't be a problem. I think it should be a problem. Is it a problem? Well, simple answer is who knows. Actually, that was helpful. And look at that, only 5 blocks. I remember last year I did a stream about the Queen Mary, and it was Minecraft, so if you ever get the chance to visit the Queen Mary, you wouldn't be disappointed. She's very amicable for a ship that holds up very well. And she's a British ship. So, that gives you plenty of reason to respect her even more. Should I say even more? Just a very narrow little hole that is being filled up because, again, I am making up for my mistakes from the time-lapse video I did. So, you can't hate me for that. I didn't know what I was thinking back in the day. Although those were much better days compared to now, I will be honest. And what's that song? I've seen better days. I'm with the song on this one. And this best part about it is that it will only take me a minute to film one section and then move on to the next. Peace and tranquility is all you need. And please don't deny it, because you'll make me sad. And I got a runny nose. I accidentally pressed F. Normally that means respect, but in this case it just means to switch arms. Or hands, or, you know. Arms and legs are your limbs, so... And for humans, they only have... And for most creatures, that... You only get 4 of them. But for bugs, they're more than 4, which is the irony. Okay, so I will leave this off as for the continuation for next stream. So I hope you found this entertaining. And until the next one. Sorry about that. Until the next one, guys. You